Today is April 19th, and today's quote is entitled, Feeling Shame. Prabhupada was asked about feeling shame. He said, a human being will feel shame if they have done something wrong, but an animal will not. This is an interesting quote because generally we look at shame as something very negative, disempowering, handicapping, which it can be if it's too deep or intense. But Prabhupada's looking at it from a different point of view. He made the point in this conversation that if an animal does something wrong, they have no sense that they've done something wrong, so they won't feel shame. Of course, animals act instinctually. So for them, whatever they do is what they do. It's just what they do. They don't have regret, they don't feel guilty, they don't feel shameful. So Prabhupada's point is, as a human being, if a human being does something wrong and they don't feel guilty or shameful, then they're like an animal. No, you should feel shameful because you're a human being. If you don't feel shameful, there's something wrong. Now, some people might say, well, if you feel shameful, you'll have a negative impact on you. It's not the angle Prabhupada's coming from. He's coming from the point of you should feel shameful in the sense that you should rectify it. Just like Bhagavad Gita 9:30, apichet sudaracharo. Even if someone commits sudaracharo, something abominable, we should consider him a sadhu if he's rightly situated. What it means is, a devotee, when he commits a sin or he falls down, he feels regret. He gets back up with determination to engage in devotional service. So Krishna says, if he feels regret and he's remorseful and gets back up with determination to rectify himself, he should be considered a sadhu. So when Prabhupada's saying a devotee should feel shame, it's within this context. You feel shame, I've done something wrong, you acknowledge it, you admit it, you don't pretend you didn't, you feel bad about it, but that feeling, that negative feeling, transforms into self-correction. Now I want to correct myself and do the right thing. So therefore, shame in that sense can be very positive. There have been different people who've scaled consciousness from the highest levels, what they might call bliss consciousness, even love of God, all the way down. And generally they put shame on the bottom as like the lowest level of consciousness, which it is, but in this sense, the way Prabhupada's using it, he's not using it in a negative sense, he's using it in a very positive sense. It's actually a very good quality to have. That awareness that I did something wrong, feel bad about it in such a way that I become motivated to correct myself. I act now in a self-correcting way, and I continue in my Krishna consciousness with determination. So in that sense, shame is good, it's self-empowering, and if we do something wrong and there is no shame, then Prabhupada's saying that's animal life, that's animal consciousness.